There has recently been a great number of high-profile footballers collapsing in matches and training due to heart problems. Many fans and experts have been perplexed by this alarming trend. Throughout the history of football, many players have collapsed on the pitch, but we used to see it as an anomaly, something that happens once every year or 2 years. But 2021 is different. There has been an unusual amount and something that needs to be raised as a concern for football clubs, or else we may see a player die on the pitch. The most high profile case to happen in 2021 was of course Christian Eriksen during Euros in a match against Finland. He suffered a cardiac arrest on the pitch and needed CPR and a defibrillator to reset his heart rhythm. This shocked the whole world as it was being broadcast worldwide to millions. Eriksen was a world-class talent and you'd think he was at the peak of his fitness, but now due to his heart issues he is likely to retire from football at the age of 29. Nonetheless, when the Eriksen situation happened, us fans saw it as an anomaly, which every so often footballers collapses, like when it happened to Fabrice Muamba. But no, 2021 is different, very scarily different, because more and more high-profile footballers are going down with heart issues. Only recently, superstar player Sergio Aguero, 33 years old, announced his retirement from all of football. This shock announcement came from following a game in October against Alaves where Aguero started experiencing breathing problems and had to be subbed off. He has since been diagnosed with a cardiac arrhythmia, which is irregular heartbeat. Aguero, of course not willing to take any chances and having already had a historic career, was willing to retire from all of football. Another case, on the 1st of November, Icelandic footballer Emil Palsson suffered a cardiac arrest during a match in Norway's second division. The 28-year-old player collapsed 12 minutes into the match and went into cardiac arrest. He was later resuscitated and fitted with a pacemaker with the hopes of making a full recovery. Another case, on the 23rd of November, Sheffield United midfielder and Scotland international John Fleck, aged 30, collapsed in the middle of the field in a game against Reading. Play was halted for 11 minutes as Fleck had collapsed on the pitch and required immediate medical treatment, and an oxygen mask was needed for him as he regained consciousness and taken to hospital. Fleck has since been discharged from hospital and will wait to see if he can return to football. Another case that happened in November was Wigan Athletic striker Charlie Wyke, aged 28, who has scored 5 goals in 15 appearances this season. He collapsed during training and had to be taken to hospital. While there hasn't been any confirmation as to what caused the diagnosis of his issue, the club have announced he will closely be monitored in hospital. Another case on the 23rd of November, in a Champions League match against Real Madrid, FC Sheriff Tiraspol star Adama Traore went into the ground clutching his chest. He remained lying down while receiving treatment and he was seen still to be breathing, but his eyes were closed as he was clutching his chest in discomfort. He would later be substituted off from the match and no further details were released as to what happened with Traore during the match. Another case, which happened very recent, was Manchester United defender and Sweden international Victor Lindelof, who had to be subbed off in a match against Norwich on the 11th of December. He had said to be dealing with breathing difficulties, and United have confirmed further tests are being carried out to determine the severity of his health issues. Lindelof's girlfriend would later confirm that he has been fitted with a heart monitor. So these cases are what has been happening in the footballing world in the space of 4 months, which is a pretty scary trend, something that we've not seen before, and this cannot go unnoticed. What can be causing this issue? Many people say it's the coronavirus, it's the vaccine. Many people say, or many experts say, it's just too many games. Players aren't being screened for their heart issues. But what could it be? Is it pure coincidence that is happening in the space of 4 months? All these fit footballers going down with their heart issues? We wait to see what it is, but I'm not sure if it is a coincidence. There must be something happening that is causing this to happen. I don't believe it's the fact that there is too many games. You know, players are at the peak of their fitness. We got the state-of-the-art technology and fitness centers for these players. Before, in the 90s and the 80s, players would play about 40-50 games, and I'm sure fitness wasn't as strict as it is now. So I'm not sure if it's the fact that it's too many games. Players are well looked after, they're well fit, they just need to do more regular heart checks, heart screening, to find if there's any footballers who have heart issues that can be identified before they play, or else we may see something tragic on the pitch. So there are a lot of conspiracies, people saying that it's the vaccine that's causing this heart issue. I'm not sure if I believe that, because we don't really know yet. No one really knows until more tests are done and we wait for more time to find out what it really is. All I know is that saying that it is the vaccine does cause a lot of issues in the media, in the mainstream. A lot of people will come at you. I know Dean Dublin got in trouble when he said on the radio that vaccine may be causing heart issues. A lot of doctors and experts came at him for spreading false information. But who really knows? It could be the vaccine, it could not be the vaccine, it could be maybe coronavirus itself that's staying with people and giving people heart issues or breathing issues, as Lindelof is experiencing. I myself have to be careful in what I say here, because I've had experience in talking about the vaccine and talking about deaths related to the vaccine, and having my video deleted on YouTube and being banned for a week because I'm seen to be spreading misinformation, although I legitimately quoted a newspaper and many newspapers quoted the same story of a death related to the vaccine. So I still have to be careful what I say here. We're still waiting to find out what is causing these scary trend of footballers, fit footballers, collapsing. I'm not equating the COVID vaccine to recent heart problems, but there is something to it. But I'm not saying anything yet until we find out more knowledge and information. A cardiology expert, Guido Piles, said in the news that the terrifying trend is just a coincidence, and the cluster of players collapsing should not link to any evidence that the vaccine is giving them heart problems. He has suggested that footballers should have more regular cardiac screening to give better protection. That's something we can all agree with, that players do need more heart screening. He said sudden cardiac arrest can occur when a player has an underlying heart condition, and something that would be picked up in a regular heart screening. However, there is a small percentage that may go undetected, and these might be the players that are collapsing on the pitch. Seems very small, but seems very odd that he's saying that these are the people, that the small percentage that leak through the heart screening. But who knows? He's the expert, so you know. But please do leave your comments below as to what you think is causing the heart issues for footballers. Is it the vaccine? Is it the coronavirus? Is it just too many games, too much travelling, players aren't fit enough, or is it just a pure coincidence? I would love to know, and let's just hope to see that there's no more players collapsing, because soon I think someone will really die from it and that'll really scar football. So let's improve the heart condition, the screening, and let's try to find out. But fans and experts and pundits all need to be wary that there is a trend going that footballers are collapsing on the pitch, which is not a normal thing to do. There's too many that's collapsing in the space of a few months, and let's just see what happens in the future. Thank you.